How long was that?
This was really a no-win situation for the Jedi Order. If they disregarded Republic law, it would have brought them into conflict with the Republic, which would have restricted their actions even further than Republic law did. At the end of the day, they made the choice that allowed them to do the most good, even if it was an imperfect one. But then again, the Jedi lived in a deeply imperfect galaxy. Even if they set out to, they weren't capable of going to war with the Hutts to free all the slaves, or anything like that. There were only a few thousand of them in a dystopian galaxy of 100 quadrillion sentient beings, and there were only so many atrocities they had the manpower to stop or to prevent. The Jedi were not gods, nor cops, nor were they crusaders. Their job was to ensure the balance of the Force, not to dictate how society worked. They certainly tried to push society in the right direction. Where they could, they kept people alive, freed slaves, helped the weak and needy, and all of that. But when it came to fixing the galaxy as a whole, that was something only the galactic masses had the right to do, not a small group of warrior monks. The Jedi were always sure to support the right choices when they were made, but they couldn't make the right choices for everyone else. So that's our take on the Jedi Order and why they were actually in the right. But what do you think? Do you want to follow up to this video? There are plenty more anti-Jedi myths for us to dispel after all. Feel free to give us more fodder for videos in the comment section below. We love reading them. And just before clicking the next suggested video about Palpatine's sex life, make sure you check out some of our links in the description below, including our brand new channel called the
Alright, everyone ready?
Yep.
Clip, serious?
Yep.
Ever am.
Let's tie. We need to fight for the tie.
Fucker, shut up.
Standard damage loaded. Anti-Starfighter, Cluster, and standard laser guns.
Serious. If you can, try not running the ion laser on the TIE interceptor.
Standard.
Yeah. So, like, instead of going back and switching to something with the ions, just stay in whatever ship you're in. Because going back to the Star Destroyer wastes a lot of time.
Thanks to Potion, it's not just with the new weapon. At least.
Still takes time when you could be doing OBJ damage or getting kills or something. It's either you're doing support, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I just said murder. That is my speciality.
Tournament.
Not next week, which is nice.
What happened? What's next week?
Nothing. That's the good thing. Nah, we're still like very new, right? So we legitimately haven't had any type of practice before these two tournaments, right? We had Cadet Cup last week and this one today. So there's going to be a bit of a break where we can actually practice and get good, or at least get better.
Yeah.
And then we can come back for the next tournament, which I think is in June. And hopefully do a little bit better there.
Titan 2 standing by. Titan 3 in formation.
Titan 1 standing by. It's the new Republic. Titan, bring down that flagship.
処女とキスをしたのか。やだなよ。初めての相手は処女だな。
Hold on.
They are locking on.
Alright. Go Nimrus.
Strike this target. The rebels locked on. Target destroyed. They fire the missile. They're targeting me. How dare you!
Alright. Get the Corvette down.
Superior firepower has arrived.
Just did the flip.
They've disabled my ship.
Where's it? What do you want?
Children. Wait, do I need to resupply? Alright, going Charlie.
Hello. Sorry, my friend came in. Charlie, did you say?
Yeah, need to resupply. Nope, never mind, I'm dead.
I don't have anything like that. You're not alive.
Zulu, if you're out of resupplies, you need to resupply.
No, I can't see what's my movie now. I'm skipping because I can't see.
That's because I died.
How? Why did I
Yeah.
go again?
No, I died because I didn't get a resupply.
Oh!
Alright, shields are down on Charlie.
God.
Titan Squadron, I am inbound.
I got in the hangar.
Shields down on the,
We're at 3. Game's over.
pretty, camp wet.
Impossible.
I don't know.
Lost against literal drunk. In 8 minutes. We're speedrunning. Five kills.
Oh, I got 69 starfighter damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Time for a break.
The Braved, where we delve deep into history to bring you some of the most badass people from all.
You guys get like an actual long break now.
Cannibalism week.
So if you want to like go eat something,
Cannibalism
whatever.
week.
Go back to sleep. You're having a weird dream.
Cannibalism week. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the show that melts your face, not in your hand. Theorists, it is Cannibalism Week here on all 3 channels. No, seriously, all 3 episodes released within minutes of each other, all with a theme of cannibalism. Gotta admit, it started as a joke during a production meeting, and then I just said, you know, why not? And everyone else responded, because cannibalism. But I ignored them and forced this to go through, and now we're here doing 3 episodes all about eating members of your own species. TLDR, I am in a weird mental place. Anyway, for our second ever 3-way collab across our channels, after of course our KFC trilogy from earlier this year, I knew that I had to talk about the M&Ms here on Food Theory. After all, the walking, talking M&M spokes candies have been making jokes towing the line of cannibalism for decades now.
Check out my Halloween costume.
What are you going as?
A cannibal.
Oh.
See what I mean? Funny stuff there, M&Ms, very amusing. Oh, here's another classic.
You don't eat your own kind, it's unnatural.
Here, give me that.
Ooh, I like crispy.
Another PG-rated cannibalism joke. Marketing at its finest. M&M's does it again. Let's watch one more, shall we?
And here to help us launch this delicious product is the newest member of our team, the Hazelnut Spread M&M Spokes Candy. Oh my... What?
Wait, for some reason I don't remember this one. You're telling me that they actually ate the new spokes candy?
You ate the new Spokes Candy?
Not all of him.
Well, this went in a direction I didn't expect. Like, I thought the M&Ms were cannibals in a jokey, wink, nudge kind of way. Like, oh, look at them, they're eating the candy versions of themselves, haha. But, like, the commercials just come right out and say it here. They ate one of their own kind, definitively. I mean, I figured I'd swoop in, prove M&Ms are cannibals, drop a few Marshall Mathers puns, and then be on my way, but how am I supposed to theorize for an entire episode about something they've outright been putting into their ads for years? I mean, the definition for cannibalism couldn't be any more black and white. It's, quote, the practice of eating the flesh of one's own species. And that's exactly what these candies are doing here. It's not like different types of M&Ms are different species, right? Right? You know, come to think of it, what parts of the M&M spokes candies are actually flesh? Are any parts of them technically flesh? I mean, we talked about this with the Kool-Aid Man. He's the glass pitcher and not the juice held within. So what are the M&M spokes candies then? Are they actual living creatures, or might it be more like a Toy Story 3 scenario, like when Mr. Potato Head's accessories bring an inanimate tortilla to life? Hold on, let me go watch every single 3D animated M&M's commercial from the last 3 decades real quick. Yep, okay, yep. Whoa, what is going on there? Yeah, you know what? Change of plans, friends. There's just too many questions floating around the M&M spokes candy universe, and it's high time that somebody got themselves some answers. So I'll do it. I'm gonna take the case. Get ready to taste justice, friends, because today's Food Theory is exploring what the M&Ms actually are and whether any of them have actually committed the crime of cannibalism. Yes, this is a real video that you clicked on and are about to watch. And yes, this is my job and I take it very seriously. Serious enough to design a special event 3-episode crossover all about cannibalism. What is wrong with me? Oh, it has been such a long 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, before we go any further, we need to talk spokes candy anatomy. Exactly which parts of a spokes candy's body are and are not flesh. At a glance, it seems like an easy question to answer. The colored third M&M area is delicious candy flesh, and then their limbs are made out of some kind of tan, non-chocolate flesh. And finally, their gloves and shoes are clothing. And I agree, those assumptions about Spokes candy anatomy made sense if you've seen certain M&M commercials. Like the oddly racist one where a tribal M&M on an island wears no shoes or gloves. That right there is proof that those items are removable clothing. And then there's the whole slew of ads in which M&Ms get bites taken out of their bodies. Proof that their bodies are in fact edible. But when you watch every M&M commercial in existence like I did, you start running into ads that destroy everything that you thought you knew about Spokes candy anatomy. Like this. Oh, it is such a cursed image. I don't know whose kink it is to watch anthropomorphized candy undress, but yep, it's there, giving us the unexpected truth that the Spokes candy's shells are removable clothing. And this is actually well established in the commercials. We see it again and again and again and again, and okay, you get the point. This, of course, means that clothing, and this is actually well established in the commercials. We see it again and again and again and again. And okay, you get the point. This, of course, means that M&Ms aren't really different colors, they just like to dress up in different colored outfits. Their skin, as it were, is actually the layer of milk chocolate under that removable shell armor, which seems pretty reasonable given the fact that M&M Spokes candies refer to themselves as naked whenever they're caught without their shells.
I'm naked!
I mean, I guess I'm a little surprised that all this nudity is allowed to air on network television uncensored or whatever, but I guess I can accept it. Anyway, that solves all the questions that we had regarding the flesh, so now we can move along. Holy no! Oh, what the heck? What is this? Editors, stop the video. We're gonna have to unpack this, because here we've been led to believe that the chocolate is the M&M skin, but in this one commercial, we see one, that the chocolate can be removed as clothing, and two, what the FCC actually cares about pixelating is this. In this French commercial, which is a follow-up to their Australian strip poker commercial, we see that the peanut is the actual nude part of the M&M.
I don't want to show my, peanut.
Theorists, do you understand what we've just uncovered, aside from Yellow's privates? This is proof that the Spokes candy's milk chocolate is also not a part of their core essence, which makes no sense until you look a bit closer and start to see everything line up. We see in numerous commercials that Spokes candies can feel things like heat and pain, but the thing is, they only really seem to feel those sensations with their limbs. Bites are constantly being taken out of the M&M Spokes candy's quote-unquote bodies in these commercials, and yet even when they have a huge chunk of chocolate missing from their heads or their butts, they're not especially phased. They continue their chit-chat. They continue walking around. They are just so nonchalant about whatever physical pain they're in or whatever chunk of their body is missing, which leads me to believe that a chunk of their body isn't missing. Theorists, all of this evidence supports the idea that it isn't just the candy shell that's edible removable clothing. The milk chocolate underneath is edible removable clothing too. And this, of course, leads us to a bigger, potentially terrifying question. What then do these Spokes candy creatures actually look like underneath their clothing? Something like this, perhaps? I promise this isn't just me trying my best to give you all nightmares. We actually have canonical insight into what the insides of M&M Spokes candies look like. Take this commercial where Orange undergoes an operation to change him from crispy M&M to pretzel M&M.
There is no way that you're putting a giant pretzel inside me!
Listen, buddy, I'm not too thrilled about this either.
And thanks to that operation, we get a glimpse into what's going on inside Orange's body. Human-like bones in his human-like legs and an actual pretzel embedded inside his shell. This, of course, means that when you take away all the clothing, edible and otherwise, Orange's body looks like this, a series of disconnected limbs and facial features. Perhaps there are some nerve strands connecting them, considering that nerves don't show up on x-rays, but I'm not so sure. Spokes candies are able to move their free-floating eyebrows without problems, so that could very well apply to the rest of their body parts too. But what this means is that yellow, the peanut M&M, looks a little something like this, blue, the almond M&M, looks similar, and the 3 milk chocolate spokes candies of red, brown, and green are the most bizarre of all. So, having established all of that, we now turn to the question of cannibalism. You saw what was left of the hazelnut spread spokes candy, nothing but his clothes and a few stray crumbs. They definitely ate him, but was it cannibalism? Because remember, cannibalism is the practice of eating the flesh of one's own species. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the anatomy of these spokes candies proves that they are indeed different species. For this proof, we need to look no further than phylogenetics, the study of the evolutionary history and classification of different organisms. By considering all the known evidence about an organism, scientists are able to place it within a chart that shows its evolutionary lineage. From there, organisms are classified into kingdoms, genuses, species, etc., based on similar traits. How does the real-life study of phylogeny help us with our fictitious M&M classification, you ask? Well, as we saw in that earlier commercial,
You don't eat your own kind, it's unnatural.
here, give me that.
Ooh, I like crispy.
The M&Ms see other flavors of M&Ms as not their own kind, implying that they may very well be different species, and the phylogenetics backs this up. Because our spokes candies actually have real-life plant material inside of them, thanks to phylogenetics, we know that almonds and peanuts come from different plant species. Same with the wheat that's used to make the pretzels. Same with the hazelnut used to make hazelnut spread. These plants are designated as different species in real life, therefore our M&M spokes candies, whose DNA literally includes the DNA of said plants, should be considered a different species as well. And yes, M&M spokes candies do canonically have DNA.
That would be your positive DNA test right there, I would think.
So what does this mean about our candy cannibals? Well, Blue, the almond M&M, is in the clear. We know he ate the hazelnut spread spokes candy, but since they're different species, this can't be considered actual cannibalism. Same goes for the chocolate green M&M. Hazelnut spread M&Ms have a spread inside the milk chocolate, thereby making it a different species. Brown, also innocent. Across all commercials, she has not once seen eating a non-living M&M. But what about red, yellow, and orange, who are all seen eating their own kind in that commercial starring Kronk? They've got to be guilty, right? Not necessarily. Remember, this isn't their body, this is. When you strip away the candy coating and the milk chocolate clothes, there's nothing but human-like limbs and facial features. That means that they actually share no common flesh with M&M's candy, a candy made of chocolate in a shell. When he eats a regular old M&M from a bag, these guys are just essentially eating the same material that their clothes are made of. And eating your clothes, certainly weird, but you can't tell me it's cannibalism, and you can't tell me it's unethical. Otherwise, I would eat my hat, and in doing so, create an ethical paradox in your mind. So, there you have it, friends. People may call the M&M spokes candies cannibals. Heck, they even call themselves cannibals from time to time. But the fact of the matter is, they aren't, and they shouldn't be punished for it. Should they be punished for other stuff? Oh, most certainly. Guys, they killed and ate the hazelnut spread spokes candy. I mean, just because it technically isn't cannibalism doesn't mean it isn't murderous and depraved, so yeah, send them to prison. Even I'm not gonna defend that sort of behavior. But hey, that's just a theory. One cannibalism theory here on Cannibalism Weekend. Theorists, I hope you enjoyed this. Their journey to space was only meant to be 5 years. They wound up flying around for 700. Where did that much food come from? You don't just magically produce 7 centuries of food out of thin air. Cupcake in a cup? What's that? What is it? It's people. They're eating each other. It's the only explanation. Cupcake in a cup is people. WALL-E is about cannibalism. There's more. Hello, Internet? Welcome to Film Theory and to our special three-way crossover event, Cannibalism Week. Yeah, that is not a joke. 3 episodes, 3 entirely separate but connected discussions on eating the flesh of your own species. Why? Because we can. And when you've been doing this for 10 years, your content tends to lead you to some strange places. Speaking of 10 years on YouTube, we just celebrated that anniversary over on Game Theory, but it's gotten me to look back on some of my favorite early theories across all the different channels, and a few really stand out here on Film Theory. The Seinfeld one about how envelopes can kill you, an underappreciated classic in my opinion. I mean, who could have guessed that YouTube audiences wouldn't be super hype about that spicy Seinfeld content, am I right? There was also that time where we taught Leonardo DiCaprio how to win an Oscar. You're welcome for that one, Leo. Still waiting for you to acknowledge my existence. That 50 Shades of Grey episode where I showed how the romantic love interest uses the same psychological techniques that cults use to break down their victims. Super demonetized, but also super fun. But of them all, one still stands out. It's one of the all-time most viewed videos on the channel. Number 11, just barely missing cracking into that top 10. Wall-E Feast of Flesh. Back from a different era of YouTube when you could get away with putting severed human arms into thumbnails. The theory is all about the food situation in my favorite Pixar movie, Wall-E, pointing out that in the film we see humanity herded onto giant spaceships owned by the Megacorp by and large. They were originally planned to provide a 5-year getaway vacation to humanity while robots cleaned up the garbage fire that was Earth, but as it turned out, things were polluted beyond repair, turning that 5-year getaway into a 700-year multi-generational voyage.
Hey there, autopilots. Got some bad news. Operation Cleanup has, well, failed. Rather than try and fix this problem, it'll just be easier for everyone to remain in space. Okay, I'm giving override Directive A-113. Go to full autopilot, take control of everything, and do not return to Earth.
My original theory took those facts and ran with them. A 5-year vacation stretched into a 700-year voyage means that there are 695 years worth of food unaccounted for. That's gonna be a problem because the Starliner that our story takes place on, the Axiom, seemingly has no renewable source of food given the fact that people on board are unfamiliar with the basic concept of plant.
Where's the thingy? Plant, right. Where is it?
Oh sure, we hear briefly that the ship has a regenerative food buffet.
Regenerative food buffet.
Unchanged.
But that system is also run entirely by the autopilot, a computer that's adhering to Directive A-113. As we just heard, it means taking control of everything to ensure that humans do not return to planet Earth, even if plant life is found. So how do you regenerate food when there seems to be no other source? Well, you do it using people. After all, a centuries-long journey with hundreds of thousands of passengers means that a lot of people are kicking the bucket along the way. And when presented with the problem of what to do with all those human cadavers, the robots who run everything can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, dispose of the bodies while feeding the remaining guests. After all, everyone on the Starliner consumes everything through a straw. Add enough artificial flavoring and who's gonna know the difference? But since that video's release 4 years ago, you've asked a lot of questions down in the comments, and I've realized a few things that I missed in that original theory. So today we're getting a little bit meta. Call it a film theory, going back into the archives and updating an old theory by filling in a few holes and answering some of the questions you've left along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Morty time.
Leave your theories in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites in the next episode of Morty.
Okay, first things first, evidence points I missed. After going back...
Of Morty.
Okay, first things first, evidence points I missed. After going back through the movie and all its associated media, I noticed two key details that really hammer this conspiracy home. The first is that there are no old people on the Axiom. None. There's two guys who are balding with gray hair, but they don't look old. In fact, if you scan across the character models that we see whizzing by in the movie, not one is wrinkled, elderly, slow, or frail. They all have smooth skin and nice hair, even if that hair is gray. And mind you, this isn't just a selective sample of a few dozen characters. We see hundreds of Axiom passengers over the course of this movie. You'd think that at least one or two of them would be elderly in some way, but no, none, nada. It's almost as though the ship disposes of those individuals who get advanced in their age. So that's suspicious detail number one. Number two, though, flies directly in the face of that replenishing food buffet that I mentioned earlier. When we joined the Axiom in year 700 of the flight, everything is served blended up in a cup. There is no solid food, which, sure, okay, might be some sort of replenishing nutrition beverage that they've always had. Except we have proof that that isn't the case. Looking at some of the bonus video clips released alongside the movie, we see that the Axiom started by serving solid food. In this promo video to get humans to join the Axiom voyage, we see that the ship used to serve solid meats. Odd to transition away from that policy if food really is replenishable automatically. We also know that there's no organic food waste on the ship. Throughout the film, we explore all the various garbage chutes present on board, and we see that it's all composed of mechanical waste. Metals, parts, old robots, no peels, rinds, old unused food, dead bodies, nothing. Just saying that the replenishing food story is, shaky at best. Now, in the comments, a lot of people were asking about oxygen. Fugel, Mr. Cool, Murfaria, Hussein Ahmed, and more, with many saying that the fact that the humans are still breathing oxygen must mean that there's plants on boards, and then presumably farms. Well, actually, that's not true. For one thing, as I pointed out earlier, no one has ever seen a plant before, so it seems unlikely that there'd be a section of the ship actively growing plants. But more importantly, supplying enough oxygen for a single human requires a lot of plants. On average, it takes the equivalent of about 8 trees to satisfy the oxygen needs of an adult human, which would mean that if the B&L Starliners were making oxygen the old-fashioned way, they'd need to have more plants on board than humans. More to the point, though, the how to get oxygen in space thing isn't something we have to speculate about, because it's a problem that's actually been solved by real-world scientists. The International Space Station has been in orbit for over 20 years, and there are 7 people living there now, all of whom are breathing just fine without having to bring 50-plus trees with them. On the International Space Station, oxygen is created using electrolysis, a chemical process that involves using electricity to split water. You know how water's chemical formula is H2O? That O in there is actually very breathable oxygen. In the previous video, I already established that the Axiom would have no trouble harvesting water from asteroids, and electricity is also a solved problem thanks to solar power, so the presence of oxygen on board doesn't actually prove anything in this case. That said, there is one massive correction that I have to make from that previous video. Whether cannibalism does, in fact, solve the Axiom's food problem. Can man survive on man alone? In general, a human cadaver is good for around 80,000 calories, something that I brought up in that first episode. More recent studies, though, have been done since I uploaded that original video. Clearly, I was the one who put cannibalism research back on the scientific community's map, so you're welcome, guys. These more recent studies estimate that the number is now closer to 125,800 calories. But regardless of which number it is, it still leaves us with a huge problem. It's nowhere close to what a human needs to eat in order to survive to adulthood. If an average person is eating 2,000 calories per day, it means that a single human cadaver is only good for about 63 days worth of meals, barely over 2 months of food. It would take a minimum of 397 cadavers to provide a lifetime's worth of sustenance. And mind you, that's for an 80-year lifespan. The dates that we see for previous captains suggest that people might be living for as long as 200 years. At that rate, the Axiom's starting crew of 600,000 people would only feed a population of 1,511. That seems to really bust the cannibalism theory. While the population on board the ship would most certainly be going down generation after generation, there's no way it could be going down that fast. So, is the theory busted? Well, I'm not quite done. You see, while I was wrong in that original theory to not take into account whether human bodies could sustain the population, I was also wrong about the calories that those human bodies would be providing. Sure, a human is worth 125,800 calories, but that's an average 145-pound or 66-kilogram person. The people that we see on board the Axiom are just a wee bit heavier. They're barely able to walk. Currently, the world record holder for the heaviest human is a man named Juan Pedro Franco, who weighed in at, take a guess. Seriously, I want you to take a guess at this one, because everyone I've asked so far starts at around like 700 pounds or 317 kilograms. Take that and double it. At his heaviest, Juan Pedro was 1,300 pounds, 590 kilograms. Now, obviously, the passengers on the Axiom aren't that heavy, but the reason I bring it up here is that Juan Pedro, as part of his efforts to get healthier, lost over 700 pounds, managing to slim down to a weight of 570, or 260 kilos, which was where he was able to regain his ability to walk. As such, I'm going to use that weight for our Axiom guests, who are also just barely able to walk. So knowing that, the other thing that we have to factor in here is that fat has more caloric density than muscle. In fact, fat is the most caloric food source. That's the entire point of fat. It's your body storing up energy for the future. A pound of meat is good for about 650 calories. A pound of body fat contains closer to 3,500. That's 5 times as many calories. This means that a single Axiom passenger suddenly goes from providing over 100,000 calories to a whopping 3.85 million calories at the time that they get ground up into a human smoothie. Add to that the sedentary lifestyle of everyone on board, and you drop the number of calories that the passengers need per day from 2,000 to something closer to 1,400. Ironically, the fact that the Axiom passengers have such a high body fat to muscle ratio both makes them more efficient as a source of food and also reduces their need for food. It's a win-win across the board, I guess. Suddenly, a single Axiom passenger goes from needing to consume nearly 400 people to survive for one lifetime to only having to eat 9. And that, shockingly enough, seems very reasonable. I mean, once you've eaten your first human, the rest go down easy. Consider this. Last episode I mentioned that during the course of the 700-year journey, the Axiom has had at minimum 2 million dead bodies. 600,000 people all living lifespans of about 150 years. Turn them into food, and that's enough to feed over 222,000 humans for a lifetime. And if you're an autopilot program meant to keep as much of the population alive in space for as long as possible, that seems like a pretty darn efficient use of your available resources. So there you have it, friends. I still stand by this one. Between all the evidence during our first go-around and all the new additions here, including the surprising lack of elderly people on board and the shockingly efficient food source that human fat provides, I have yet to really see anything disproving this one. You know what they say, human meat can't be beat. But hey, that's just a theory. A cannibalism theory. One of 3, all released today, so make sure you check out the
namensgebende Hauptcharakter. Disney Plus gibt es jetzt auch in Deutschland. Die Streaming-Plattform umfasst beinahe das gesamte Portfolio Disneys. Von Marvel über Star Wars bis hin zu Fluch der Karibik und National Geographic. Das klingt erstmal ziemlich cool, aber es gibt ein Problem. Abseits der Blockbuster der letzten Jahre findet man auf Disney Plus auch zahlreiche alte, heißgeliebte Klassiker. Die stammen zum Teil noch aus der Mitte des letzten Jahrhunderts. Und naja, die Filme sind oft ziemlich rassistisch und sexistisch angehaucht und einfach nicht mehr zeitgemäß.
A Cub sandwich, what you think?
Shanghai, Hong Kong, ik Fu Young.
I see an elephant fly.
Laid a secret on me of man's red fire.
Wie geht das Unternehmen mit diesem Erbe um? Alles halb so wild, man muss auch nicht übertreiben? Oder sind Dumbo, Cinderella und sogar König der Löwen jetzt plötzlich alle tabu?
Disney Plus hat innerhalb von nur 3 Monaten über 28 Millionen Abonnenten erreicht. Das übertrifft vorherige Prognosen deutlich.
Das ist Hazel vom Kanal Pocket Money. Dieses Video ist Teil einer Beleuchtung von Disney Plus aus 3 Perspektiven. Neben unserem Video findet ihr auf Pocket Money eine Analyse, ob Disney Plus sich im Vergleich zu Netflix und Co. für Konsumenten lohnt. Auf Cinema Strikes Back geht es darum, ob man Disney Plus überhaupt braucht und für wen der Streamingdienst das Richtige ist. Anyway.
Break should be over in a few minutes.
Bet, my guy.
Well, minute. Sorry. I'm back. Well then.
Very cool.
Ghost Squadron?
Maybe.
C3?
Let's see. We got Ghost Squadron last match too, so
We got Junk Squadron.
yeah, no, but they gave us Ghost first. So.
Okay. Well.
Hold on.
Oh. They're the last. Yeah, won't play tomorrow. Hopefully there will be more tournaments in the future. People are watching on X main channel. 150
That's all.
watching on
God bless us.
X2. That's rather critical.
What's happening? 7. Potato. Baguette.
149 are watching on X2. 846 are watching on Akadzella. This might be a bit bad because of chances that they won't do a second tournament. Hey, the hype is obviously going down. Yeah, not the best song.
Brady's.
Yes.
I'm probably not this match, like the next one, next round. I'm probably have to go.
Why?
Wait, what time is it? Never mind. I misread the time.
Yeah.
I can't read today. Don't question it, that's Brady's.
Alright. Well, prepare for flight.
what's our plan today? Oh, now.
We are going to be joining this dude's game. As soon as he tells me
saying
who
this
I'm
dude
joining.
does not help me.
Exactly, I don't know.
Out. You failed me.
You will get dragged in when I join, okay?
Sounds like a you problem, not gonna lie. We are against Ghost Squadron, I like this.
Yeah.
Bravo 6 going, Doc. Hello there. I want to say coin flip and see what happens.
Zulu, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Oh well.
That's not how that works. It's
Shut up.
It's like that.
Try. Right. How did you do? I want to do it.
No, Zulu. Zulu, no. Zulu, no.
Oh.
Zulu. Zulu. You can do it next match, okay? You can do it next match.
I can under. So like immediately after the squadron summon, I'm gonna go at 2300 and watch all three the next two Annabelle movies. Like, God, why do I do this to myself? Let's go, Mario.
I can't find. Oh, there it is. All right.
No, I was about to say. Let me look for it. No. I know. If I would have burned you down in the ground, no.
All right.
What?
We're in a match.
Yes, I can tell it. But why does it matter what faction you pick first if you're gonna play both of them?
Because if you play Empire first, and you win, and then you can carry the momentum.
Is that it? Seriously?
Yes.
You made that up on the spot, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. That right now is some great ABS.
Yo, what's up, Ronan?
Oh yeah, he's a PogChamp streamer. I know. The sun is really pretty right now.
We're ready when you guys are.
I'm ready.
No, our team is shorter, man.
Yeah.
No, our fifth failed and left our server. Yeah. Yes. Yep, it does. Yeah. Apparently we pinged him too much, like, where the hell are you? And then he's didn't even say anything, just left. Alright, let's go. Good luck to you guys.
We don't need luck.
I don't know. Alright. Are you guys ready?
Never.
Good. Alright, what map are we on?
I think this is Stubo.
You think? Alright.
I thought before it loaded.
Alright, yep. So, we do have a chance against this team if we play clean. So, no sloppiness, and Clip, Clip, start with AI fun. Clip. Clip.
Yes.
AI fun, right?
Yep.
Alright, so we are going to ignore the Corvette and just try to get this flip fast. Sirius, same strategy. Focus on their bombers. Zulu, you two, try to get an ion disable on their bombers.
Your hands move too fast. Yeah, I see.
Boom.
Okay, so I'm gonna find the bombers. Gotcha.
Titan 1 standing by. Titan 2 at the ready. Titan 3 standing by. This is super.
Alright, Clip, I've got this pack.
What the New Republic stands for. Destroy their flagship. Assume our enemy is equal to our ability. Never underestimate your foes.
Right, boost in. Now.
Alright, there's a bomber here.
Enemy on my tail.
What?
The rebels have locked on.
What happened? Yeah, you're a support. You get focused.
Yeah, I can tell that.
So, fly evasive.
What do you think I'm doing? When a damn interceptor is on my tail, it's not particularly... Oh, it is particularly hard.
Hey, Clip, stay on AI phone. We can outphone these guys.
Come on, don't die, Clip. Don't die, Clip. Come on. Back, my guy.
Come on. Missiles coming my way.
Hey, John, stay, kid.
Not ideal. That's it.
Are we sure we should take out the Raiders?
Yeah. Just fun. Fun and player kill.
Well, like, not particularly do either of those things, can we?
Well, get ion dunks. Get ion disables, right? And let the cruisers kill them.
Alright, bet.
Enemy has a lock on me. You're doing well, Titan. Continue.
Zulu, why are you in game chat?
Cause I click around the button. But why do you care if I'm in game chat?
Because if you're in game chat, you're not playing.
I was on deck.
Yeah.
For the 20 seconds I'm in there, there's nothing to do.
You can look at the map and figure out where the Vader's going.
Well, that's what I always do. I memorize its location. I memorize the location of all players when I get out.
Right. Shields on Charlie.
Unfortunately, no. Nothing to do that. Office.
Oh boy. Stop getting killed by Goliaths.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my.
I was running away from
What the hell? Alright. Lag.
They're all converging on our radar.
They are not expecting.
Alright. Sirius, can you take care of that?
We're going for Charlie, right?
Yes.
They're locking onto me. And the irregular result. You're fine now, Titan 4.
I'm fine now, thanks.
Shield down, shield down. And time for build. And bullets. Alright, shielded down on both of them.
Assistance is on the way.
Let's keep getting damage on Charlie. To see if we can get a leader.
We're probably getting out to half if we're fast.
Oh, we can kill it if we don't die. Look how little they're farming. Nice job, Deb.
They're targeting me.
Yeah, but they're gonna accidentally
Incoming missile. Bastard rebels.
Oh, they're all targeting me. Great.
They got you in their sights. I want that
Well,
goal.
nice Saturday afternoon.
Alright, it's fine. Fall back, defend. We're in a good spot. Cliff, I need you to keep up the double farm.
Not allow the rebels to destroy our cruisers. Push back.
We're still ion gun we play up on, right?
Yeah.
Bet. Alright, Sirius, if I set him up and you knock him down.
Yes, do that.
Let's play a game.
Tactical analysis. I am a required very.
Alright. This is gonna be my guy. getting them to run away. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Superior firepower has arrived.
Alright, going PK.
Roger. I think we should focus the rating because it's only 20 health. That's the bet.
Yeah.
So we can take out
Finish that.
about 16 more health.
Alright, clip AI fun.
Protecting my countermeasures.
Oh god, this guy's got 4 health. You're a problem. Going for target. Down.
You're safe now.
That trap behind us. They all killed themselves.
Yeah. Alright. Delta first. Delta first.
Alright, bet. I'll run that market.
Alright, Sirius, bully Ronin. Zulu and Sirius, the only guy you're going to attack is Ronin.
Alright, I'm gonna go in that market and try to slow him down on the fastest.
Yep. Oh my god. Ronin is like the only good player.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, fuck. The lag still got me.
Clip retreat.
I think still got me. If I... Yeah, the raid will probably take that before.
Yeah. Alright. Finish Charlie here. Alright. Charlie. Oh no, they flipped.
Did you not realize?
No, I thought we got it. Alright. Oh damn. This would be a rough defense.
I managed to get down to 8.
Cliff, you're not AI farming on offense, right? You're doing capture, right? Very good.
Cliff. No, I'd be doing AI farming.
Alright. It's fine.
Have you said AI farm?
Do you not know how to AI farm?
Oh, I've always told you I'm bad at it.
God. Alright.
Taking fire.
Alright. Yeah.
Should we focus on the Corvette?
No. 5th AI fund, I'm going heavy PK. Y-Wing here?
We gotta go for our target. Something.
I see him.
Well, boom. Alright, what's the plan here?
Alright, well, we still have both shield gens, so that puts us in a good spot. Just finish both of these quick. They'll go down real quick, and we're getting both shield gens this attack. Yeah, guys, don't go in. Yeah.
I want to kill you, goddammit.
Yeah. Sirius, fall back. Everyone fall back. These will just fall from passive damage. Right.
Ow, you damn.
Alright, yep. There we go.
Alright, so what's the target?
Yeah, shield gens.
Well, they decided to talk about it.
I got the, Alright, let's finish that shield gen, then focus on the other one.
Focus on right shield generator, guys. That's what he said. We got all raid around that.
They're working the Vader right now.
Okay, they won't be focused on that.
Alright, this one. Oh, damn. Shit.
Not today, punks. Not a bloody day. Okay, maybe bloody day. Okay, so the left and right shield generators are like spaces. We can protect the space and take it out. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Left shield generator, 3 good hits down. Right shield generator, 10 hits. Excellent low. There's exploring. They're going for that shield generator. And target that shield generator. Take it.
Yep, AI fun.
I'll cross on the Corvette.
Just a few more AI. Don't worry about the Corvette, just AI.
Well, I can't do it.
Alright.
God damn.
Alright, we're at 29, but we still have shields, so they're not going to be able to out of phase. Yeah, guys, hold out. Hold back. Actually, yeah. Alright, guys, hold back. Don't attack yet. Don't attack yet.
Massive rush, right?
Yeah. Pip, go ahead and switch to whatever you can get the most damage in it. Alright.
Ready?
Yep. Go in. Alright. Oh my god. Got tracker beams. I'm dead in space. Alright. Keep the pressure on. Don't die. Yep, power. Oh my god, they flipped that fast.
We got. I think that was a pretty good job.
Well, now we're gonna lose.
Not fine.
Alright. Basically,
everyone AI comes through.
No. Heavy PK. Heavy PK. They do not make it through. Alright. How did they gain morale? Alright. If you can, AI farm, otherwise player kills. Alright, shields are down. That Raider's gonna start dealing damage. Weave. No. Keep the player kills.
Lasering.
Got it.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, we're a better team than them. We lost because we're down a man.
I totally forgot about that.
Alright.
Easy go.
All right. So what's happening now? This is round 2, right?
Yeah. So.
But. This is
I'm gonna make. That was on Sasubo, right?
That was on Sasubo, yeah.
Alright.
And everyone's still in the game.
Yeah, just back out when you get a chance.
Alright. Oh, you need to go swap one of my.
When you see it.
I can't believe why do I have ion load on? That should not be ion, that should be. Don't need to disable.
Bei 28 Millionen.
Hi.
Accounts und $7 pro Monat macht das jetzt schon einen Jahresumsatz von knapp 2,4 Milliarden US-Dollar. Und ein Teil dieses Geldes könnte man sicherlich in die Produktion von Exklusivtiteln stecken. Das würde den Dienst wiederum attraktiver machen.
Netflix hat weltweit ca. 176 Millionen zahlende Abonnenten, Amazon Prime ca. 150 Millionen. Das ist noch ein ganz schön langer Weg, aber Disney Plus ist mittlerweile gerade einmal 4 Monate alt. Jetzt startet der Dienst in vielen Ländern Westeuropas und der Konzern erwartet gewaltiges Wachstum. Disney Plus hat richtig viel Potenzial. Das Dschungelbuch zählt zu meinen frühesten Kindheitserinnerungen. Für viele sind Disneys Zeichentrickfilme genau das, ein Inbegriff von Kindheit und Unschuld. Sie haben das Potenzial, Werte zu
vermitteln. What we have learned from this is we need the double farm.
the stress of all of these, even if you're not playing consistently, you may start.
Wait, what was the plan?
We're going in for game 2. Zulu.
Yep.
It would be nice if we could try you in a different ship other than support.
Yeah, it's fine. The only reason I know we play support is because none of my other teammates go support. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to carry this goddamn team. What do you want to play?
Yeah. Y-Wing.
On it. Are you thinking AI farm or PK?
AI farm.
That.
And I can switch between PK and AI farm. When
who's gonna be our support then?
We don't need a support. We're down to 4. With only 4 players. We figured out from our previous losses, we need 2 bombers. Sirius is our PK. We still need him doing that, and Clip is now going to be responsible for ions.
Sorry, I'm not quite into the slang, but what do you mean with PK?
Player kill.
Let's not be the worst team. Let's hurt.
I agree.
At least this should be our ambition. Others want money, like $10,000, but we don't just want to be the worst.
We don't need money. We need the camaraderie.
Right. So next time we at least get place 17 or something.
Yeah.
Not quite into the second day, but at least best
Alright.
losers.
We were best losers at the last tournament. I don't know if we're going to be best losers at this tournament, but...
Always have been.
Let's not be the worst.
So, where is everyone?
They're having a technical difficulty.
Using in-game. Einmal give my advice.
What is your advice?
Just use Discord.
Yep.
I thought about participating in this tournament differently. Before I joined the squadron, I was thinking about forming my own squadron, calling it Doge Squadron.
Oh, yeah. It is so hard to form a team, though. Like, as evidenced by Chewie, just getting players to join and stick around and participate, it's just so fucking hard.
You are obviously not going to win because of
Yeah.
Splinter Squadron and stuff. Speedrunners
Yeah.
in the ground.
The other teams that are better than you, who have actually been around for a while.
You know you will lose.
Or they.
Be optimistic with these guys and say let's have a GG. I understand why so many play Battlefront. Not quite
Alright.
Assault because Assault sucks, but why they play that? or prefer to play that versus squadrons.
Oh, there.
Yeah, the thing is that squadrons.
Are you guys ready?
Yep. Always happy.
All right, let's do this.
It's about
Good luck.
40 teams. That's nothing.
All right. Round 2.
Let's go. We are the beast.
All right. Yep, Conk Ion's always good. I would, yeah,
I know.
there should be a normal squadrons meet, next, yeah, in a few hours. Might be late for you.
Imagine going to a normal squadron meet.
Nah, it's, yeah. Nah, it'll probably be late for you, but,
Mad lad out here, mad lad.
If you show up to that one, you can, I'll get Samus to add you to Ursa Wing and you can join the extra cool kids.
I don't see why these don't count, because, like, do these not count?
No, they do. They do.
Hasn't he
These
been
do
to, like,
count.
4 meets already?
No, only 2. Because he wasn't with us last week, that's why.
Oh, he wasn't, was he?
No, we had Wookiee instead. Or Chewie. And, yeah. He's gone.
The guy who,
He was a good... He was a good Bamu. He was a good Bamu pilot, but he just...
You know the kid that holds the peace sign and then just fades out of the image?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My guy. My guy.
He did have a southern accent, though.
Really?
And you know what we do to southerners.
No, I don't. What do we do?
Vanguard 2 standing by.
Yeah. We bully them.
Oh, I've got this pack then.
This is
All right.
3 standing by. Imperial forces have arrived at Susubo, but they're not leaving alive. Eliminate their fighters, keep our flagships safe, and rip that
All right.
Star Destroyer apart.
Okay, so we're doing this.
Oh, thank God. Home servers. No lag. That probably means you get lag now instead, but...
I like having a lag.
Zulu, that was a pilot error.
Yeah, it was. Still getting used to not being able to pull back on my throttle and the drift. 3 weeks. Still getting used to it. Done. This awesome.
Blow that up. Got a missile coming.
I've got a defender on me. Alright, he's pulling off.
We took down a raider. Corvette destroyed. Blasted.
Yeah.
Vanguard Squadron, I'm on the way.
Next week, we're gonna do a skills training session with a competitive player to coach us, and hopefully we can.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, I play with him, and I also live like half an hour away from him, so that's kind of cool.
How do you? Who is what? How?
It's
how do you
the
know?
Rebel pilot. Bro, I am in way more Discord servers than you.
No, you're just more social.
Maybe.
I got these guys.
Alright. Support here.
Ping him?
Okay, I'm coming.
Alright, Clip, get him. Ah, damn. Somebody was doing PK instead of OBJ.
Say the word OB. What does OBJ mean?
Objective.
What are the
Objective.
objectives? We don't have
Objective. Zulu. PK is shooting the small ships. OBJ is shooting the big ships.
But we don't have any big ships to shoot. All things defense.
Exactly, I was talking about the other team.
Oh, I thought you said Sirius.
Oh. Alright. Clip, focus the radar. Right. Good flip.
Just destroyed.
Hold.
I'm gonna heal up quickly. What are we going for? Should I swap to bomber? Should I talk to my bomber? Like.
No.
No, just
Same
go with
loadout.
the
Yeah. And we're going Charlie.
Charlie on it.
Stay behind the Corvette.
Do you want me to get low? Do we want to get low under their shields?
Yeah, that. Basically, get all your multi-locks locked on to turrets on the approach. Then fire your Goliath and multi-locks under the shields and pull up.
Yep.
Very dangerous.
I got killed by an interceptor.
Aye.
I found it. You flipping the head. I am liking AI fun. This is how I'm just gonna farm XP now and in fleet battles, just go there and farm AI.
Well, AI farming is how you carry in battles. Bomber, really.
It's now officially. I shall now play bomber. Bomber is my.
Zulu, you're gonna make me find another support player. Alright, come on. You're gonna make me have to go and find another support player to take your spot.
I can play anything you need me to play.
Yeah. I mean, so can I. Come on, let's get Charlie here.
Got a missile coming.
Charlie is well flip around.
Yep.
Did anyone see that?
Remember, guys,
No?
your missiles can dump fire from 2,000 meters out.
I thought it was I thought that was only the like torpedoes. No, not the torpedoes, the really big ones. The whole thing.
No, it's all of them. It's just the dumbfire Goliaths are the most popular option, because...
Can we take, if anyone wants to try and take that out, get some morale, or...
Alright,
Should we outphase that, or what's the plan here?
I've got it. You guys fall back for defense.
I don't think you got it. It's on 2 health, come on.
Yeah, I've got it. No, fall back.
Oh, you going in, okay. I'll focus on it.
Yeah, there. You see?
That's my guy. That's right.
Alright. Zulu start AI farming.
Yep, already on it.
Clip, get those shields down. Sirius watch for Ronin.
They got a lock. Close one. Missile inbound.
They destroyed a frigate.
Taking fire.
Alright, come on. Let's get the Vader.
These AI are not being very responsive. Bloody hell! Falling back, mate. I'm falling back to get some health.
Don't let the Empire destroy our...
Coming at you, Vanguard.
Good flip.
They're probably gonna outfit. Or not outfit, yeah.
They could. Yep, there's one.
Did they not?
Yeah, they did. Alright, it's fine. We just have to take Delta here and fast before they flip this.
You're on it. Alright, you've both the towers on that.
Oh boy. I am out of Goliath.
Alright, I am up again.
Enemies locked onto me.
Alright. Just dumped a load of multi-locks on there.
Alright, come on, Solo, come on. Is anyone close?
Yep.
I'll call back, we'll take it out. Which subsystem are we going to focus first?
Shields.
Shields on. I'll be left, you right?
The thing about attacking the ISD is you can't get them both in one pass. So I am actually going to switch to OBJ X-Wing because we still have a lot of morale. Alright, well,
I'm gonna focus this one.
Alright, I'm switching to OBJ X-Wing. Alright.
Well, I'm here.
Zulu, Clip, start using your ions to work the power systems. I will go.
Go back.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
They locked onto me. Following me. Got a missile on me.
We can't keep fighting like this.
Damn.
Pull back.
We got somebody going for our left shield, Jenny. Or right, even. I can't tell. Left.
I see him.
Yeah.
Got him.
We got more of them going to the same place.
Clip, how's the Vader going?
Oh, I got a flag, kill flag.
These shields are down, but after like
I think it's scale with my Goliath. Like, I am Paul Gamer.
Alright, focus the Vader, we can take it here. Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Shield gens.
Which side are you going for? Sirius? Ping it. Okay. Left. Over to left.
I'll help Zulu on left.
Left. Go, boys.
That motivates. Alright, we have to get both down here. It looks like they didn't get much on the shield gens. So if we get both of them down.
Yeah,
ooh, it's low. Alright.
Yeah, boom. Pull back. Ready to get danger so we can destroy the shield. Okay?
Yep.
Sorry, that's my wife. But, so they didn't get
Alright, yep. I am switching back to Y-Wing. I will help fund this and get the flip fast.
There we go. Down the
right. It's fine. Let's just get the Vader here.
Yeah. Oh. We're destroyed. There's an AI plant here.
Alright. Alright, good flip. Alright. Yeah, stay back. Hold. Hold at the MC-75 and we will make an attack together. Everyone into the hangar, resupply, right? And
Right,
Titanic next south and then
alright. Shield gen first. Vip, you're on power, everyone else shield gen.
that.
Right. No, yeah, they got hard, they got go. Dude, right. Maybe can't be able to destroy all of Yes, it's
Ah, God.
Go.
No, I have no shields. Damn it. Alright.
Did the shield go down?
Yep, no shields.
No,
alright.
Jenny.
Get the gen. No, gen's not down yet. Oh boy, they're farming hard.
Yep.
Alright. Now get the gen. Set 4. Nice.
You're not dead yet, can't get.
Yep. Alright, it's fine. We can defend here. We still have a shield gen. AI fun.
Oh no, we do have one.
Yeah. They're gonna take that shield gen, but I don't think they're gonna go for targeting. Yep, there goes the gen. Alright.
Why do they keep focusing like They're going to target. They're going to target. They're focusing on targeting me.
Alright, it's fine. Only 12? That's quite a bit.
They're probably going to outfit for them to speed running.
Alright.
Speed run. Let's go!
Oh no!
As always, we would have won if we had all 5 people.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
Well, not as always.
Well, I mean, just for these guys, at least.
Yes. Well, rest assured, we were better than them. We were just short-handed, disadvantaged.
We're handicapped.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, my place last, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were telling ourselves. Like, look, we could have won this if we had our 5th.
Yeah.
Those were really close.
Yeah. That's our skill level. Our people.
Yeah. We had to take our support. Yeah, yeah, we lost our second farmer, Obama. So we had to put our support player onto AI farm.
Well, no, I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.